'em up, let's start the show. We're digging in with Tripp. 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 We're digging in with Tripp today, yeah.
Pumped up as we return to Digging In with Tripp, and what a guest momentarily to come back with. My Brotonski, Andrei Svechnikov. And I'm really excited about our new presenting sponsor, the Voodoo family. Voodoo, and specifically, the Voodoo Ranger. Now, I don't know a ton about brew. Well, who am I kidding? I do. You're talking about hop and malt varieties served with a side of sarcasm. Right up my alley. The only issue I have is they want me to really promote the Voodoo Ranger. How do I promote something called a Voodoo Ranger? I'm a caniac. And it's so good, you almost have to make an exception. Bottom line is if you're looking for innovative IPAs that are hop, forward, bold, and occasionally hazy, the Voodoo Ranger family has your back. Check them out, will you please? And we're very excited for our new partnership with them. Without further ado, let's grab our voodoo and let's dig in with Svech. My brother. Hey, nice
there we
to
go.
see you. Here
Good
we
to
go.
See you. Good to see you. It's been a long time, huh?
It has been a long time.
Yeah.
It's, you know, like, hey, that's the nature of a good friendship. We didn't see each other in person for a
I
long
know.
time, and
It's all COVID, huh?
yeah, but we survived it.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, I think about it. We had a short episode because you won your shovel for the the Hurricanes Dig In Player of the Month for January, but now we're doing a true episode. I usually would start by asking you how you define digging in, but I'm not going to do that because you know how to do it.
I hope I know.
You certainly know.
Yeah.
Digging in
I'm
is
trying,
action.
yeah.
Digging
Yeah.
in is action. Speaking of action, you just committed to 8 years. And since I met you, I'm actually wearing the same shirt. It's a little tighter than I wore when I met you when you
Looks
got
good,
trained.
right?
Thank you.
Looks
Well, I've been digging.
tried.
I've been digging in. But the night I have a great picture, you know, with you and your brother, and I met your mom and dad. I've always noticed how much you love the Carolina Hurricanes. What was it about your love for the Hurricanes? The team committed to you, but you committed for 8 years.
Yeah.
that you made this decision.
Yeah, it always feels good, you know, when you know you're gonna stay here for 8 years, and obviously it was a couple months. It was a pretty tough, you know. You still will think about that, but you know, actually didn't get into that, and that's a good thing because I just let my agent figure out that, and they did a great job. I love it, everything, but you know, the biggest thing, I just wanna stay here because how good our team is, and you know, just every person in the locker room, they all good, great guys, and you know, we can make it something special here. That's most important for me.
Andrei, I think it makes hockey players, even among professional athletes, very special because, you know, you're simple, down to earth, and it's been so clear to me that you have loved the Carolina Hurricanes since you got drafted in Dallas. What are the things you love most about being a Carolina Hurricane?
Yeah, like I said, it's the biggest thing I like about the team. You know how good our team is, and we can make it something special here. And you know, obviously, I like to live here. The weather is way better than in Russia, so I like that a lot. And you know, I just since day one, I just came here. I love this place. So I don't know, like, but there's so many good people, you know. That's why it make it so special.
You know, we all want to be, wherever we're from in the world, we want family to be number one.
You know,
I've been lucky enough to become close with your family. I would even go so far as to say we're family. When you think about how you were raised with your brother, with your mom and dad, your mom's actually in Raleigh now. What is it about your family that makes it so special? Because we all want that.
Yeah, I mean, to me it's very special. You know, it's number one thing to me, and my parents and my brother. I mean, you know, my parents sacrificed a lot for us, for me and my brother. I mean, we moved to one city to another city. It was an easy life, to be honest. It was a pretty hard life, and they did everything for us to play hockey, you know, and I'm very thankful to them for that. And you know, it's like I've been waking up every morning and thinking about that, and that's why it makes it so special, and you never forget those moments.
I want to ask you about some of those moments, if it's okay. Different cities. I think you probably just lived in an apartment. Your mom, your dad, Gino, and you. What was it like every day?
Yeah, I mean, you know, my dad was working as a doctor for 20 years, and then we moved to this city, so that's where I born and where I grew up, and Gina grew up basically there as well. It was fun, you know, and we just play hockey there. Just, you know, when you as a kid, you don't worry about anything, you know. You let the parents figure out everything, and you just trying to have fun every day, you know, with your friends, with all your buddies, and I mean, with my brother as well. Yeah. And you know, go to the practices together. I would skate with my team, and then I would go skate with my brother team, and me and my brother, we would go to skate with someone else. So that's why it was. We always was in the hockey, and you know, it was fun time when we was growing up.
So when you came home, did your mom do the cooking?
Oh yeah, she was always cooking for us, you know, and try to take care of us, and all the time. That's.
What was her best dish?
I mean, I love borscht, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Even she came a couple days ago to Raleigh, and she right away went to the grocery store and got the borscht for me. So that's my favorite one for sure.
Beet soup, right?
Yeah.
What's great about borscht?
It just tastes good, you know. That's most important.
Well, that's
yeah,
usually what it's all about.
Yeah.
I first had borscht actually when I went to Moscow in the late 80s.
Yeah.
You were still 10, 12
You
years
like
from
it?
being born. Oh yeah, I like it.
You gotta love
I get
that.
it every
Yeah,
chance I get.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I was actually, it took me a while to like caviar, and now I really like it.
Yeah, it's good.
I owe you some caviar. What kind of doctor was your dad?
So
Or
he
is
was.
He's still practicing?
He's not a doctor anymore. He kind of retired, but
Yeah.
he was a pediatric.
Pediatric, yeah, for kids.
For kids, and yeah, he was doing that for 20 years.
You and Gino. I mean, you know, and it's starting to get a little colder in Winnipeg. He's digging it up with the Winnipeg Jets.
Yep.
He's not just your brother, he's your best friend.
Of course.
Did you ever, I mean, I did with my two brothers. I was the oldest. Did you ever fight?
Oh yeah, we did, and I mean, we're not fighting like for maybe 4 years right now, you know, since we kind of big guys, and but back in the years, yeah, we would play some games, and you know, our parents would get mad because we would be so loud in the apartment, you know, and but we would fight hard, and sometimes even it would be blood somewhere, you know, so it was hard, but you know, because we love to compete against each other, and that's why it was so special. Like, I mean, he wants to win and I want to win, so, but obviously he's older, you know, he got more power, and I mean, he was always stronger than me, but I don't know about right now, so.
You didn't knock his teeth out, did you?
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
We wish him the best of luck in Winnipeg. Yep. He's had a very good preseason. Can you believe it? You've been in North America for 5 years.
I can't believe it.
5 years. And
it went fast.
And you're 21 now, and you're already an impact player in the National Hockey League. When you thought about it, when you first came to play in Muskegon, right, before then the OHL, what did you hope it would be 5 years later?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we got back to the juniors when I came to Michigan, played first year, and you know, it was my kind of plan, you know, play 1 year in Michigan and go play Canada hockey for 1 year as well, and you know, hopefully get the higher pick and at the draft, and it was my plan, and I got that kind of, and you know, obviously I couldn't believe I'm gonna play, and already for today I've been in the league for 3 years, so. It's been awesome, you know. I would never think about that I will be in NHL, and you know, I love every day of that. So,
one of the things I remember, you make me think about it right now, is you played in Barrie for Dale Howardchuk, who is no longer with us.
Yeah.
And when you got drafted, he and your owner, big guy,
yeah.
they were in the suite And I enjoyed
You
my
remember
time
that,
with
yeah.
them, and Roddy Brindamore was
Yeah,
up there, and
exactly.
he and Dale were talking about their time together in Philadelphia. What will you remember most about the late Dale Hawerchuk?
I mean, when I came to Barrie, and I stayed at his house, so he gave it to me, his house. I stayed there, and it was just awesome. He was a great guy, great coach as well. He would let you do anything, and that was the most important to me. And he was a big help to me because I was even I was struggling a couple shifts. He would come to you and just say like, "Calm down," or "Just relax, go have fun and play your best game." So that's what I like the most about him.
As we continue, my brother, I can't get over how good your English has become. And so most of the time now when you think off the ice in Raleigh or on the ice, do you still think in Russian, or do you think at times in English? Talk about that whole process, because you've done a great job.
It's a hard question, but thank you. I think obviously I think in Russian, when like sometimes you're just thinking about something, and I think in Russian, and but obviously there's sometimes like even I go back home for first week, I'm like I feel like I'm half of Russian, half of American, so speaking like English and Russian. So but after week one, you kind of get used to, and but same as here. Like when I came back from Russia to here, I kind of like you gotta get used to. So, but it's been awesome. Obviously I came here, I didn't know any English, and I tried to catch everything fast. And my first year I was kind of could understand lots of things, but my second year was way easier. So
you just went to Russia to train. We've done it before. This is hardcore. This is digging in. Mm-hmm. You've done it a couple of times with the Philadelphia Flyers, Ivan Provorov. Tell me about it. Tell me about what every day is like, because I got to get over there, and I'm going to have the greatest. If I do it, I'm going to have the greatest abs in Russia and the United States.
You got to survive there, yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, it's very hard. I've been doing that for 4 years right now, and you come there for. It's not in my city, but
Where is it?
It's a city called Yaroslavl.
Yeah, Yaroslavl. Yes.
So it's a 3 hours drive from Moscow,
okay.
And I would fly there and stay there for 2 months, and I've been training with Ivan for 4 years right now, and it's awesome, but it's hard, You gotta wake up at 5 a.m., mm-hmm. Skate for like 15 hour, 30 minutes, and go after that. At 8:30 you got the gym for a few hours, and go eat and sleep. Take a nap for 3 hours, nap afternoon. So, and then at the evening you got at 5 p.m. tracking field, and obviously that's what I don't like. That's the worst one for me, because mostly people hate to run, right? And it's very hard, and I don't like it. I don't like that tracking. But yeah, so obviously it's super hard. You gotta survive every day. You don't have any time for your life. You just surviving, and that's why you're getting so strong from that camp.
Well, okay, so you came in and you tested right at the top. You, Jordan Stahl, you came in. Your fitness was tremendous. I'd expect that out of you. I got to get over, and
It was fine. I always can be better, right? So.
Of course you can. But I go to Michigan, pure Michigan. We've been there together. Maybe I need to go to Yaroslavl, and I'm going to come back.
Maybe for a few weeks, why not?
Maybe for a few weeks, I'm going to come back, and
well,
all the ladies are going to have.
Summer.
Yeah, all the ladies are going to have to be after grandfather, as you call me. What time do you go to bed? You wake up at 5. What time do you go to bed?
So you wake up at 5, but you take in those afternoon naps for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I usually go to bed like at 9 p.m. So
with a hard day, do you fall asleep immediately?
Yeah, because you're so tired, like those days like when you fly for 24 hours and you come back home and you're just tired, you want to go sleep. So that's like kind of like that.
I've talked to you about it before. This training, Andrei, and please correct me if I'm wrong, it actually makes you gain a step as the season goes on in the second half, and then the playoffs. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I didn't say. That's most important, the camp, like I feel great on the second half. Like that's how we train. It's all about build up. So you're gonna feel even better in the second half. You're gonna have a power. Even those games like when you got overtimes or like you play in the playoffs. Those long games. It's gonna help you because of that camp. We're all building for that. To make your conditioner very good. And like you see, I went playing 29 minutes, 30 minutes a game, so that's very important,
How many are there more people besides you and Ivan Provorov? What do you call him, Provi?
Provi, I call it just Vanya. That's how we call it in Russia. Like
Vanya?
Vanya, that's like Ivan, but it's back home.
Vanya.
Vanya.
Am I saying that?
Vanya,
First time we see Philadelphia, I'm rolling after the morning skate. Hey, Vanya.
So yeah, I've been calling him like that, but there was a few guys. It was Sergachev with us, Michael, and he was with us for a few years. My brother came there for one camp, but he's supposed to go this summer as well, but he couldn't go because of his shoulder. He had a surgery, that. And it was Nikita Khatyuk with us as well. He's drafted by New Jersey.
Yep.
So it was a few guys with us as well.
When you went back, you went to Florida for a bit after the season. It was your first time back in Russia in quite a while.
Oh yeah.
What was that like? I mean, to see your friends.
I mean,
first and foremost your family.
It was very exciting. I mean, I wasn't back home for 2 years. I didn't see my father for 2 years. I saw my mom, but I didn't see her for a year. And obviously it was very exciting. You go there and you kind of forget about everything, even about hockey for a week. And try to enjoy every second of that you see your parents and your friends and your whole buddies, and just try to have fun. And after a couple of weeks, you gotta go back and start thinking about how you can get better. So
your dad, who I was lucky enough to, I think I've met him twice.
Thank you.
Does he stay up? What's the time change where he is, and does he watch all the games?
Oh yeah, he didn't miss any single game. So me and my brother.
Does he understand anything I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Has he ever said to you, what was Tripp? Well, I know you love Tripp.
I mean,
what
he gotta
was he
get
talking
it to
about
this
last
time.
night?
He gotta get it to this time. I mean, he been watching this for 3 years, 4 years, so he probably understands some sayings. And yeah, I mean, it's 7 hours ahead of our time.
Yeah.
So, and obviously he would wake up to every single game. He would watch me or my brother first, and then he would watch, like, if he watching my brother, and then after like 10 minutes he would drink coffee and he would watch me. So he got 2 games, right? It's pretty hard, but he would take probably big naps as well.
So he drinks, and we were just going to have a coffee. He drinks coffee, not tea. I remember my first year broadcasting, and I wouldn't get, but Andrei Kovalenko and I had tea together, because in Russia, and before then the Soviet Union, you drank tea. So he drinks coffee?
Yeah, well, he drinks tea as well. I mean, you're right, because back home people usually drink tea, but actually it's getting more popular people to drink coffee, and obviously my dad wake up at nights, he kind of has to drink tea, or coffee, I mean, because there's lots of caffeine, so he's not gonna go sleep.
I want to ask you about a guy that I was and am, I'm proud to say, very friendly with. Things didn't go as well, and really, anywhere near as well as he hoped in Carolina. What a talented player he was in the NHL, and that's Alexander Semin. You like Semin, don't you?
I do, actually. Yeah, of course I do. But obviously, I was a kid when he played in NHL, and I didn't watch lots of games of him. But I heard he was a really good player. So.
He's such a talented player. I remember at one point, Ron Brindamore told me when he was the assistant coach, at that point he said, Tripp, he might be as skilled of a player as I've ever come across in my career and now coaching.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. And even I watch some highlights from KHL, I see that, and he makes those plays. It's unbelievable, it's fun to watch him.
Yeah, I've heard about it with Kucherov. Semin was certainly this way with his big shot. But, that Russians are taught to think pass first, shot second. You can do both. You had 20 goals your rookie year, and they were all at even strength. How do you answer that? The way do you think both? Do you think one or the other? Because you're the perfect guy to ask, Svech, because you're very dangerous in both categories.
Thank you. I'm trying to do that, and obviously, there is things. If you see someone, obviously, I'm gonna pass it. If we would go 2-on-1, probably will pass it pretty much all the time. And obviously, if I see some holes on the net, then I will shoot it. Mm-hmm. But I try to make it both and prove it both every time. So I try to prove my shot in the summer, and even those passes, little passes on a slot or somewhere. I try to prove as well that.
Okay, you're like because you go to Russia, you're half American, you're half Russian. You know what a Navy SEAL is? Special Forces.
Yeah, I heard
so they're like covert.
Well, I'm Russian, but yeah.
I know you are. Okay, and I'm giving you. I've allowed you to be a pure Michigander.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Yeah. So, but when you think about it, when you were on the ice, you've scored 2 lacrosse goals. You told me that your rookie year. You said, "My brother, I'm going to score a big goal."
I remember that
with
when
this.
I tried against Islanders.
You tried against the Islanders. You lifted me,
was close,
right?
Yeah.
You lifted me up because truthfully, God rest his. That was the day my dad died, and it was a tough game for me to do it. And you guys got beat pretty solidly.
Yeah.
And then I remember watching, and you said, "My brother, I'm gonna score one like that." You got one against Calgary. You got one against Winnipeg. When you're on the ice in Yaroslavl training, did you work on any new tricks?
Yeah, well, I hope I got a couple new tricks, but it's always hard to make them. It's all about going to be time, and if there's going to be space, then I would probably make them. Mm-hmm. But obviously, I got couple more, and we'll see if I'm going to make them, because it's going to be a little bit harder than a lacrosse goal, and hopefully, I'm going to have a chance to do that.
Okay, so you got tricks, but you don't want to say anything more than that right now.
No.
Okay.
It's a secret, right? So
it's fair enough. That's fair enough. Our lips are sealed. This is CIA, KGB. Nobody knows. Last year, your team, great regular season. You run into the Stanley Cup champions. There was some adversity for you. What would you say were the biggest lessons you learned from last year?
From last year, right?
Or, no, you could even say so far in your NHL career.
Well, I think so far I would say that when I got to NHL, I was 18 years old. I was like a kid, right? Mm-hmm. I'm still a kid. But
so am I.
I'm growing, yeah. But when I got to NHL and I see those older guys, how they take care of their body, and that's, I think, the most thing I learned in NHL, that you gotta take care of your body and eat well, sleep well. Even if I try to go to bed at 11, something like that, but you go at 12, you're gonna be a different guy next day. So that's most thing I learned in NHL, and how preparing before the games. You gotta have a great warm up, to feel I'm gonna have a great game today. So that's the biggest thing I think I learned in NHL.
You have a lot of new faces this year. I'm excited about your team. I think, I look down here at paper. On paper, I think you've improved as a team. But now you have to gel as a group. Tell me about your expectations, your hopes for this team, and some of the new guys.
Yeah, all the new guys, awesome players, great guys, and we've been together for I think 2 weeks, mm-hmm. and I like everyone. We got great guys, and I think we can make it something special here, and we're gonna get even closer in a couple of weeks because we're gonna start our season, right? And I think the biggest thing, if you look the new guys, they all kind of older, and I think that's what we needed, more experience and stuff, because those games in the playoffs, it's lots of about experience as well, right? And but the biggest thing, we gotta be lucky and healthy. So
that's a huge part of it. That
sure.
Tampa series, you lost Nino, then you lost Trocheck. If there was one thing or a couple of things because it was a good series, it went 5 games, but that's the way it goes. It easily could have gone 5 games in your favor.
Yeah.
What did you admire most in the Tampa Bay Lightning, if you could take 1 or 2 things?
Yeah, well, they stay healthy, like I said, and there was everything would go go for them well, you know, and they would shoot and everything would go on the net kind of, and you know, that's what we kind of need, like a little bit luck, and you know, I feel like we got more experience even from these past 3 years. We've been in the playoffs, you know, all the guys got more experience, and I think that's the key.
Why has Rod Brindamore been the right coach for you?
I mean, best coach in the league, you know, everyone wants to work with him, and I'm glad I've been working with him since day one in NHL. So, I mean, he helped me a lot, and he's still helping me, you know, and I'm very happy with that. And I mean, he's just huge, you know, what a person he is and what a coach he is, and he's just special guy.
What are the biggest ways he helps you?
Just, you know, watching the videos, show me the shifts, and talking with me, you know, even you go after games or before the games, you're listening Roddy when he tried to get you going, you know, and it's actually it's kind of crazy, like what he's saying. Those stuff, like, they motivate you so well, and you just want to go there and show your best, you know. So I love about him. I love that about him. So.
Well, you both have, and I think you're talking about it right there, is charisma.
Yeah.
Okay? We all want to have charisma.
Exactly.
Charisma, whatever you want to call it. He has, and nobody ever knew this. Svech, you know, like what they thought, Rod the Bod, this and that.
Yeah.
He has charisma. He has a tremendous speaking ability.
Yeah.
And I remember way back when we got him, I didn't know that, and I hope it doesn't go to his head, but he has charisma. Now, speaking of Rod, when he first got here, a few years before, I was playing in the American Hockey League, and my captain was Jeff Daniels.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Jeff Daniels. I was just a young guy. He had me over, and he really helped you.
Yeah.
Your rookie year in particular, didn't he?
Yeah.
He never gets any credit because he never wants any credit.
Yeah, JD he's an awesome guy. I mean, at the practices, you know, he always, like, whatever you make, he would laugh, you know, and we would have lots of fun with him, you know. Each after practice, he would stay with us, you know, and pass it to us or make it some drills, and we get better from that as well. And he would watch with me so many videos, you know, show me the game, how I gotta play in any situations, and yeah, he's a great coach, you know, and I mean, he's an even better guy, you know.
He is, and he is. I mean, I can say this because my friendship with him is 20 plus years, and we spent some time together. Yeah, he's starting to look like George Washington. You know what George Washington is?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's starting to look like, we got to get him in a digging in hat, because he's out there the days he doesn't wear a hat. He looks like George Washington.
Yeah, you got to get him, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Give
don't
him
worry.
A green one or something.
He's been complaining to me about that. He's been very honest with me about that. Jordan Stahl, your captain, as we taped this 2 days ago, it's been a very popular question in the media scrums locally here. Who's going to have a breakout season? It's a tough question to answer, but Jordan said, I think Svechy is going to terrorize the NHL this year. What a complete player, what a decent, good human being, and what a year he had last year. What are the biggest lessons you've learned from Jordan Stahl as your captain and teammate?
Yeah, I mean, that means a lot what he say about me, you know, because, I mean, he just my captain and a leader as well, and obviously, you know, I would say there's a few things I learned a lot from him. That's patience and compete. You know, compete. It's of course he is competing everywhere. You know, it doesn't matter if it would be game or practice. We got we got drills, and after drills we would go do shootout. And if the player doesn't score, then all the guys gotta race there and back, you know, kind of all the way there and back. And he would always try to be the first there, you know, and that's what I like about him, you know. He would, we would go there and stop, and then came back, and then I would always look on my shoulder left or right, and he would always be one of the first ones, you know. And he would always try to be the first one. That's what I like about him. And I mean, I love compete as well. So, and the second thing, you know, we all saw that goal when when against Tampa, when he was staying in front of net.
Oh
you know?
yeah, he and Yanni Gord.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When the Tampa guy slashing, was cross-checking him or slashing him, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know, 57 times or something like that, right? And you know, if it would be me, I think I would turn around and slash him back. But you see Stalzy, that's the real leader, you know, and he was waiting for that. Very patient he got, you know, and those moments make it him special.
Yes, what a goal that was.
It was.
That was as
goal.
big of a win as there was in the regular season, and he got Yanni Gord upset because, well, truthfully, it started when Jordan, legally so, got him in the crown jewels, and he just stuck with it. That's leadership.
That's the two things I learned a lot from him for sure, and you know, obviously he's a great player and a great guy as well. So
within this year, I certainly have an expectation that you're going to make the Russian roster, and you'll head to Beijing. What would it mean to you to be part of the Russian Olympic team?
That would mean a lot to me because I mean, I love Russia, you know, and I'm from there, and I would love to play for Russia, and you know, but I kind of try to don't look what's going to be in the future. Yeah. Obviously, I got my goals for sure, but you know, I living day by day, and you know, what we got today, that's most important for me for sure.
Okay, so I mean, I have to ask this, so because I want to ask you how the heck we became so close so quickly, but your rookie year, Game 3, I was emotional. I was ticked off. I did not. You played great in games 1 and 2. You played hard in the preseason, and I thought you got Ovechkin's attention. My question is this: I don't need to ask you about the incident. I know he reached out to you afterwards. Tell me about, like, if you make Team Russia and Alex Ovechkin's your captain. Tell me about your relationship with Alex Ovechkin.
Well, probably people think there would be something.
There's nothing.
Wrong,
I know
right?
there's nothing.
But
Zilch.
I mean, you know, one thing it's a hockey, and another thing it's outside of the hockey. And I also respect Alex, and you know, even it would be hockey or outside of the hockey, and you know, I think it would be just fine because. Obviously we fought, but it's I mean, it's hockey, you know, people fight, right, a lot, and it's fine, I think, for me.
Do you know what happened there? In my opinion, thank God you're okay, and I know you work on your boxing, and I'll tell you what, if we're in a dark alley late at night, I want you on my side. But you know what? That turned the whole series around because your teammates love you so much. They dug in. They said, "This is where we're winning."
Oh yeah, they
right
dig
there.
In. They
right
dig
there.
In a lot. Exactly.
That's when it happened. That's when, in my opinion, your team won that series because they love you. How the heck did you start to like me?
I mean,
it was quick.
It was quick, right? Since day one, when we met, I met with you at the draft, right? And we became so close. You know, it been up and downs for me, and even I got downs or up, you would call me every time. We basically talking every day with you, and when I got downs, you would call me and always help. That's what I like about you, because you care about all the players, you know, and that's the biggest thing I like in you. And I mean, even it doesn't matter if it would be up and downs, we would always talk and have fun, right? So.
Yeah, thank God I'm wearing these Dita sunglasses, because you got me a little bit choked up. I know you like them. I'm going to get you a set. A couple things before I let you go. All right, so you and twin tandem. You're not playing in the first preseason game, you and Marty Necas. You roll into the booth. I see you. These skinny suits are sharp. You have these nice white sneakers. You've challenged me to get into one of these because I have a nice pair of white sneakers that Mrazek forced me to buy. Marty Necas, there was one All-Star break. I think you guys, briefly went to Mexico together. Tell me about him as a teammate and a friend, because I love seeing this when you're as close as you are.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of same age, right? He's a year older than me. He got drafted the year before me, and then I got drafted next year, and I came here at the camp, and we just kind of started hanging out with each other, and even we wasn't hanging out to that point a lot, but once he got to NHL, we started hanging out more and more, you know, and we became so close, and our relationship is great. We would go for lunches, for dinners together, you know. We always something have to talk about it, and it's always fun, you know, when you just go for dinner and you always like can talk about it and you can say anything to him, and he's a great guy, you know, and a good friend of mine.
You two keep me young. This question comes from one of your agents.
Oh.
Well, first of all, before I ask the question, I have known your two agents, Todd Dime and Mark Andler, for many, many years. And the movie Jerry Maguire, I don't know, have you seen the movie?
I'm not sure, maybe, but
the whole purpose and the theme of the movie is that an agent it's not just, you know, a sports, you know, athlete. You care about the person, your family, and Mark and Todd have, you know, they've been around for a long, long time. I mean, they go way back. They care about you. They care about your brother.
Big time.
And I think it's the ideal representation. This will probably go to their heads. They're big Digging In fans. Tell me about your two agents, Todd Dime and Mark Andler.
Yeah, well, my brother started working with them first, and you know, I've been know them like maybe 8 years, right? Because my brother started working with them first, and you know, they're just such a great guys, and they always want to take care of you, and not even just me, all the players they got, you know, and that's what I love about them, and you know, they just not the agents. We became really good friends, and we would go to Florida, spend time with them, you know, stay with them like for 4 weeks, and even you was there as well,
yeah,
right?
We caught a big sailfish.
last year.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
remember we went to fishing. It was fun, and obviously, you know, I love them a lot, and they're great guys. They would help me with anything if I got any problems, you know. If I want to buy something or I want to get something, they always would help me with anything. So.
And one of them, I'm not going to tell you which one, asked, this is from him. Andrei, did you read any good books this summer?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I kind of was actually busy this summer, but I tried to actually read the books. I read last year a couple books, and
I had no idea.
and this summer I was busy. My training was crazy, and I would go to bed at night. You know, I don't have time, like I said. But I'm gonna actually. I just got the book, and I'm gonna start reading this book.
What's the book?
So it's about the mental. I got the picture, but I forgot the name. It's kind of Russian name. So yeah, it's a good book. I heard about it.
What's the topic?
What do you mean?
What's it about?
Mental?
Oh, it's mental.
It's about mental. Yeah.
I need to read it. Oh, that's cool. It helps you with mental strength.
It just helps with mental and with everything. You know, it's just fun to read it.
Okay, I think we're done. I just think that I'd love to cap it off by asking.
Hopefully we had digging in.
Well, I think we've definitely dug in. I think, you sell yourself short about what a great interview you've become.
Thank you.
Outstanding.
Thank you.
No, we're done. I just wish you and your teammates great success. You guys keep me young, and
we will keep you young, brother.
Oh, yeah.
You're always young. Come on.
Yeah. And do you know that was the first draft that I ever went to? Even when I got drafted in the 9th round, and I didn't want to leave Pure Michigan. I had to go, and I'm so grateful I went because it introduced me to you. So I don't even I never need to go to another draft because I got the A+ experience. Andrei, spasiba, I love you.
Thank you so much.
You know I do. And have a great year, and you just keep digging in.
Sounds good. I will do my best. Thank you, brother.
Nice work, Svech. You brought your shovel. I expected it. Grandfather expected it. And we wish you the very best this season. Thank you so much to our new presenting sponsor, the Voodoo family, and in particular, the Voodoo Ranger. I'm stunned. Well, you do have a bunch of former Rangers on the Hurricanes now. The Voodoo Ranger. It's brewed. Well, you think about the hop and the malt varieties. You know, it's a company that doesn't take themselves too seriously. It's got a hint of sarcasm. You're looking for innovative IPAs that are hop forward, bold, and occasionally hazy. I'm telling you, Voodoo Ranger checks every box, and I'm not sure I have my black belt in what is a good IPA. So we will look forward to building this wonderful new partnership with Voodoo Ranger and the Voodoo family. Please, I always ask you, if you will, to rate and review our show honestly on all audio platforms on YouTube. Our merchandise line is ever extending and more expansive, whether it be hats, truckers, it's going to get cold. Some of our winter hats. Our very fine producer, Adam the Admiral Holtzman, he does handle the merch line like a true guru. And there's some tremendous new items on there. We're very excited about what we've been able to do for the Stahl Foundation and the Olu All-Stars with regards to the Carpat Aho Special, the Juice sweatshirt, and the Stahl Bunyan line, because we've been able to make some donations that for us are significant, that we hope will have a significantly positive impact. So please check out the merch line for all the different items that we like to think are stylish and can make a very positive difference as well. Until the next time, enjoy the NHL season that is just commencing now, and we will see you soon. Thank you, Svech. Thank you, Voodoo. Thank you, Voodoo Ranger, because the Voodoo Rangers are Caniacs, or are we kidding? We'll see you very soon on Digging In with Tripp.
We're digging in with Tripp today, yeah. Today, yeah. Today, yeah. Today.